You're already a pretty good passer, obviously, coming into this, but what have you learned the most maybe from working or from playing with Chris Paul about assists and passing and finding guys?
Yeah, I think me, him, and Steph are good at creating advantages for our teammates, and just kind of realizing when I'm out there with Chris, a lot of times teams are switching 1 through 5, and so finding Dario and Trace down low, playing against our guards, and then letting them make the plays out of it is something that's been working for us a great amount. And when Trace is down there and they're not switching, when they have Aiden or Reith in there, just attacking the rim. And like I said yesterday, Trace always being an outlet for any of us, just kind of got to throw up to the rim.
Over these last 5 wins, what have you noticed about the flow and what's changed for you guys?
I think we don't care who gets the shot. I think by me and Jonathan guarding the 2 best players every night, I think that kind of relieves some stress from Klay and Steph. And on offense, I think me, JK, and Loon try to do our best and our part of getting them open and getting them some easy looks early in the game. So, when it does come to that time, they already feel the rhythm.
Coach said a lot of it comes from great leadership, but you see Klay out there playing well, and to see him kind of, feeling like he's playing well. What does that do for you guys when you're out there playing with him? Because, he's been up and down, but now it's been kind of consistent in an upward trajectory.
Yeah, I think he's playing well because he's playing the right way. I think ever since the LA game, he's just had that mindset. If 2 people come to me, I know someone's open, and I'll let my teammates play 4-on-3 from there. And ever since he's done that, it makes it easier for me and JK to make shots because he draws so much attention, and a lot of times we're just wide open. So by Steph and him playing the right way, it kind of frees everything up for the rest of the guys that are out there.
Steph, you've seen plenty of times where Klay's gotten hot, and it seems like he's on a particularly hot streak. What do you think about what he's been able to do lately, and maybe what inspired that started after the Phoenix game?
Competitive spirit and a healthy ego of understanding who you are as a player and responding when things don't go your way. That's what we've done for our entire careers, what he's shown time after time. You got to make certain adjustments, and he's done that. And saying let the game come to him, make the easy play. We know he can shoot. That'll never leave him. So just the shots he's taking. I mean, tonight he had some heat checks in the third, but consistently the ball's moving. He's finding good looks, and that's the Klay Thompson we know.
Hi, Steph. Another good win for you guys. How big will the test be on Monday when you take on Denver in Denver?
I don't remember the last time we won there. Probably a couple of years. Maybe we won last year. So obviously defending champs, and they've been playing well. I'm probably back to full strength. So marquee games on Christmas, gonna be a great atmosphere. We've been in that environment before, so understand what it's gonna be like on the road. It's gonna be fun to just compete. It's a test that's the next one on the schedule though too, so you kind of understand how they play, lock in on what we need to do, try to go get a win.
Steph, Loon's not a big scorer historically. He only took 3 shots today, but he still makes a huge impact with 11 boards and 7 assists. When he's doing those other things, what kind of impact does that have on you guys?
Whether it's a regular season game or the playoff runs we've had, one, it's his availability, and he's always preparing himself to be out there and play physical and, give us, that presence in the paint. But it gives us possessions. He's a smart basketball player that understands how to move the ball, how to set great screens. And the way our offense runs, even if he's not the one finishing, he can set up other guys too. Whether he had to do a nice lob to JK, some DHO stuff to the guards, and the timing was great. So don't anybody take for granted what Loon does. That might, if you know basketball, those little things in the margins really help you win on a consistent basis.
There was a time where you guys ranked around last in transition offense. Do you feel a sort of shift in pace in the way that you guys are playing?
I don't know what the numbers look like. We talked about it probably maybe a week ago and understood a big part of that is not turning the ball over and then not fouling. Because when you foul, obviously you slow it down. Decrease the amount of possessions in the game. So I think it definitely feels different. I don't know if it's showing up in, maybe we're like 27th now. I don't know.
Hey, Steph, how good does it feel to have a big man that you can throw lobs to, a big man that you can pick and pop with, another big man that's great in dribble handoffs, just the variety of big men here on the team right now?
We set up the reminiscent of a number 31 they used to play with back in the day. It's great, though, because, like I said, Loon gives us, a certain look at that position. And Trace is obviously learning from him and where to be and understanding, especially on defense, how to be one step ahead. But on offense, it's a change of pace where it just seems like he's understanding angles on screens and understanding the timing on those rolls, and whether it's a lob or whether it's a drop down pass and him getting to the basket, it applies a lot of pressure to defenses, especially with the shooting that we have around and the way the ball moves. So that's why he's been making such a big impact over the last 4 games.
Just out of curiosity, as a follow-up to that question, there was a play between you and Chris Paul hit you. You got a good shot out of it, but you made a beeline across the court just to make sure that you guys dapped up, and it was a little bit, it seemed from far away, I can't see that well, but it seemed like there was a little bit of an exchange there between you two. Do you remember what was said and what that moment was for you two?
As
you remember that play?
The question, I was trying to remember what play it was.
It was second half, for sure.
CP threw me the ball?
And then you beelined across the court. He was already in the back court at that point.
I got to look. I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
I do not remember. I made a layup?
It was a shot. It was a three. Yeah.
I can't remember.
It was a dime.
Oh, I do remember. He told me I needed to hit a couple threes to kind of hopefully break the game open. And I made one. I was into the second quarter. I made one, and that's all I said. That's one. That's all I said. And I missed another one. Try to make him a profit.
What does it do for you guys, challenging each other, to challenge within a challenge?
We do it all the time. Just understanding the momentum of the game. Sometimes not even making a shot. It's BP trying to take a charge. It's how many boards can Loon get. It's lobs and transition, getting JK and Trace about it. We talk about all that type of stuff. So depending on the game, whatever it is.
That it? Cool.
Absolutely. Same to y'all.
Klay, we've pretty much asked everybody about you. I just want to ask you about you. You've been playing well. They've all had, great things to say about how you've been playing, but just how do you feel with how you've been playing?
I feel like I've been playing really good. I'd like to continue this momentum on Christmas. But, yeah, I feel like I can still be better.
Steve's talked a bit about just your shot selection, that there's kind of been a little bit of a turning point the past couple weeks, just in you've seen taking better shots. What has been your focus with that, and how have you, been able to improve that?
Well, I feel like every time I shoot the ball, it's a good shot. And I don't know. They just seem to be going in at a higher frequency these last 5-6 games, but I'm not going to let someone tell me after all these years. I feel like I can make every shot. Not every shot, any shot.
Any shot. And, the mentality of a shooter, they always tell you shooters have short memory. So for you to be able to lead by that example and have so many young guys on the team, what do you think that does for them? Because I'm sure it has an impact.
Well, I also have a long memory, too, of, 10 years and actually 13 now. And even before that, college, high school, the best part of my game has usually been my ability to score, ability to shoot. I'm not just a shooter, though. That's funny when people say that. You don't score at the rim, score at the mid-range, floaters. But I hope, with the young guys on our team, they see me when they're not on the main floor, they see me working on all my different moves and different spots on the floor every day. So it shouldn't come to surprise when it happens on the court. It does feel good, but I work on different types of shot every single day.
Klay, you mentioned the team's kind of gotten on a roll. I think the last 2 games you guys have played really, really well. How much of this will be a test, though, for Denver coming up on Monday when you're playing in their arena, nationally televised audience on Christmas?
Be a great time. I mean, they're the defending champs. You know how well they play at home. And we are on a nice win streak, and we would like this to continue, so something's got to give, and I think we'll give them a great game, and I think we have the ability to come out with a win. And it'll be fun, though, to see where we're at against, the defending champs. Oh, thank you.
Cool. That is.
Nice.